This conference will now be recorded.
So I click on the new document, then go for A4 sheet size, and I'm going to take in landscape mode. Give OK. Don't change anything in this. So yesterday we seen about this basic shapes, which is rectangular tool, ellipse tool, and polygon tool. So and their properties also. Yesterday we seen in the property means in the top. So how to increase the sides, how to reduce the corner values. So this everything yesterday we seen. If you long press on the polygon tool, you will get star tool. Click on the star, hold control key for perfect star and drag it. And after taking pick tool, you can move it wherever you want. And for this also we have number of sides, like polygon we had no. Same thing for star also we have number of sides. So you can increase number of sides for polygon. I'll give some color to this. And from here to here, this is called inset point. So that point value also you can increase from this point to this point. So the distance how much you want from this point to this point. So that is this. So for star tool it will come. For polygon it won't be there. For polygon it won't be there. Polygon only you can increase the side values. But when it comes to star tool, we can increase the sides also, and the inset point value also you can increase from this point to this point. And so almost it looks like line, and if you reduce to 0, so it won't take 0, at least 1 it will take. So I'll give around 5. So like this. So you can change this value and check 50%. And I'm going to remove the outline. Okay. So like this you can make using star tool. And one more star we have is called complex star. It is a little bit interesting. So I'll fill color in this, and if you see automatically, let's say Before this, we'll make one background color. You will see the difference. So now you take complex star and fill some color in this. So through this you can see the background color. Okay, that means it will be like whole. And now you can increase the sides, and again you increase the inset depth. Again increase the sides. Again increase the depth. And I'll give outline color for this. Increase the outline value. So for this complex star and star tool, you have to adjust number of points or sides and the inset value. So this is called complex star. And next we have is graph tool. Take graph and you can draw like grids. But in this you can't edit. This is not table. This is just a box. Okay. And you can increase number of sides in the top corner. Number of sides. I'll give 10 into 10. Then you draw. Hold control for perfect square check boxes. And then you can fill the color, and outline color also you can give. But individually each box you can't give. So this is star tool. Complex star, and that is graph. And we have spiral. So this kind of spiral shape you can make, but the problem is inside this you can't fill any colors. So color fill option won't be there. Only outline you can give. So outline color whatever you want you can give, and you can increase the outline size. And once if it is line, because this is not a closed object, so the start point is here and the end point is here, so this is not a closed object. So you can give some design for the end, for starting and the end. This is like start point. You can give some arrow symbol. So we have some different types of symbols. You can use that. I'll reduce the stroke value, and this is for end point. And you can give some dotted line like that also. So we have different types of lines. So for the start point and the end point, you can give any design you like. And opposite spiral. So the spiral values you can increase or decrease, you can do by here. Then we have some basic shapes. Just to click on the basic shapes. Once you click on the basic shapes, go to the property bar. Okay. In the property bar, you'll see some ready-made designs. So example, like this. But this and all you can make by rectangular square, and this one. So always you can give any colors, and this kind of shapes and all remember. So suppose if you want, you can use it, and you can increase the stroke size. So this is there in basic shapes. After that, we have some arrow symbols. After clicking on the arrow and go to property bar always. So we have different types of arrows. So this and all useful for those who are designing signboards for transport. So they can use these designs. So you can give color also for that. So arrow shapes. And after that we have is flowcharts. For programmers, they will use flowchart. So we have flowchart design also. So those who are studying computer science, they can use this. And other than that, some banner shape designs. So when you're doing some browser design like advertisement something, so we will be creating some banner designs like this. So like this also you can create. So this they'll use for like some flash sale something, and they'll put some color inside. So you can type some text inside. So typing text and all we'll see today. And after that, some callouts like this. For those who want to create some cartoons and all, they can create like pages, the cartoon books, comic books. For them, they can use these callouts. We have different types of callouts. So we have different types of callouts like thinking. So you can use any callouts in this. So this every shapes is available if you long press on the polygon tool. Next we see about text tool. So just click on text tool, just one click. Okay, just one click. If you do, you can type the text. And you can zoom in. You can select the text and see the font size. This is 24, and by default you can give up to 200. The maximum size you can give is 200, or else you can give 500 also by typing it. By typing the size you can adjust how much you want, or by taking this pick tool we can adjust the size as you like. So from corner only you have to adjust. When you are adjusting the text by using pick tool means from corner you have to adjust. So don't adjust from the sidewise, so the text shape will change. See, don't do like this and all. Always maintain the text ratio, otherwise it won't look good. And if you want to change the font style, always you can change the font family and the style. So font style will be here, bold, italic, underline, and we have different types of font family. That also whenever you want you can change it. So this is text tool, and you can give any color. Same, left click for fill color for the text, and if you want to outline for the text, right click on the color palette after selecting the text. So outline also will get applied, and you can increase the outline size. That we'll see later. And that's it. But mostly for the text we won't use outlines. So text tool, and in the text tool if you long press we have tables also. So table is nothing but same like in Excel or Word also, but there by default it will be there. In Word it won't be there. You have to create, no, in Word you have to create the tables. Same thing here also, you have to create the table, and before creating the table you can increase the number of sites, or after creating the table also you can create by selecting the table. And always you can adjust width and height here itself, or else you can adjust from the corner. And we can type normally how you are typing in a Word or Excel. Same thing you can type, and we can select the cells and right click on that. We can do merge cells. So if you know Word, same concept here also it is there. You can do merge cells, or else after selecting the cells, see the property bar. You can see combine cells and split horizontally and split vertically, and you can apply margin for this only, particularly for this. So combine cell means that means merge cells only, and again split cell, how much you want you can split it. So horizontally, vertically you can split it. So wherever you want to just drag and select it, and right click you do merge cells. Or else if you don't want the cells, just select the row, or just any one cell also you can select. Then right click you do, see, delete row, column, table, everything will be there. You can give delete rows, so one row will get delete. So by right click only everything will be available. So but before that you have to select the cells, then only that option will come. You can do, suppose if there some content is there, means you can do cut, copy, paste, or you can select. Suppose if you're finding difficult to select the row or column, just right click on that. After selecting one cell, just right click on that, select cell, row, column, table. So you can do anything in this, select row, so only this row will get select. And you can do merge or split, whatever you want you can do. So you can type text in this, and select the text, increase the font size, and take pick tool. For moving the table you can take pick tool. For adjusting the cell width and height you can take again table only. So if you just move on the line, automatically it will display. So just you can select the text, so whatever you want you can apply, bold, italic, underline, anything. So if you want to do text alignment, we have to enable text properties. So the text properties is not available, so you have to enable. Example, this text if you want in the center, you click on this icon, this is called text property, or control T you can press. Once you are in the text tool you can press control T, and the right side text properties will be there. See, now you can see paragraph alignment, center, right, left, everything you can do, justify, split. So more about this we'll see later in the classes. So like that, just now right now you just to do with paragraph alignments. Again, whatever the option is available here, same thing will be here. And the fill color, which is fill color, we can give directly here, automatically it will get changed here. And the outline color, So the outline will change here, and outline size always you can give how much thickness you want. But outline is not recommended one. That's it. So these are the table properties. We can do split cell, merge cells, anything. I'll take rectangle tool, I'll draw a rectangular box. Okay. And press P for page center. Suppose if you have any objects, if you just press P, just P, not control P, just P, if you press, that object will automatically come back to the center of the page. So this is page, and center of the page means this point, this center and that center will be same. Example, I'll draw a circle over here, and if I press P on this, automatically come back to center of the circle. So center of the page it will be there, this center and the page center will be same. And if you don't want to move this, so this is fixed means you can do right click, you can do lock object. So this object you can't move anymore. Just right click on the object for unlock or lock it. Then I'll take one more rectangular box. Okay. Then, so this is pick tool. Below pick tool we have shape tool. Click on the shape tool. So shape tool, from now onwards you are going to use lot the shape tool only. The shape tool is more important in CorelDRAW. Okay. From now onwards shape tool only it is more important. Just click on the shape tool and just click and drag it. See, automatically it will make a rounded rectangle, and you can give any color in that. So instead of adjusting values here, so after taking shape tool, so I'll make perfect square. After taking shape tool, you can adjust the corner values directly. So it becomes square and rounded corners. So this value will automatically get changed. No, suppose if you want to adjust only one corner value means once again you click on this. See, only this will be in black color, others will be in white color. So that means only these 2 points got selected. Now you can increase. And you can make it as scarped corner or chamfered. Then select only this. So you can adjust as much as you like. If you want to adjust only one corner means you have to click on that or the once again, then you can adjust. Click on this, adjust. So by using shape tool, you can do like this. And for circle also same thing. Take shape tool or F10 you can press and adjust the values. If you move outward after selecting the point, if you move outward, it will make arc. If you move inside, it will make pi. After selecting the point, if you move inside, it will make pi. If you move outward, it will make arc. And you can see the property bar, it's getting changing. So manually you can adjust the values. Just move inside for make pi and move outward to make curve. And next we have is polygon. So polygon, for this kind of tools it will be more interesting. And then take shape tool, adjust the points. See, every corner is getting adjusted, and you can increase the values. Then take shape tool, then adjust the values. Then I'll take complex star. So increase the side values. Now you take shape tool and zoom in and adjust the points. So you can do a lot of works in this. Okay, sir, everything is okay. So after taking shape tool, so how can I move this point from here to somewhere? So it should not make a round corner, but instead of that, it has to move the point. Suppose if I click on the move the point, it has to move somewhere. Okay, so I should able to adjust the points wherever I want. Okay, so for that, what you have to do after selecting the shape tool and select the object. So when you are in the pick tool, we'll be having eight dots, eight black square dots. When you are in the shape tool, only four square dots, which is in the black. Okay, now what you do, press right click on the point After that, you will be seeing convert to curves, and the shortcut is Control Q. Okay, give one that. So Control Q. Just P for page center. Convert to curve. Okay, Control plus Q, or just P is for page center, Control Q is for convert to curve. Now go back to this. So after selecting the point, I'll give convert to curve, right click on the point, convert to curve, and now you can be able to move the point wherever you want. So the black square dot will be converted to white square dots. So you can see it is white square dot. So you can adjust the points as you like. Okay. So now I'll go back to pick tool. So in pick tool, once again you can press, that means on the object, if you do double click, you will get rotation control when you are in the pick tool. When you are in the pick tool, after selecting pick tool, double click on the object, you will get rotation control. You can rotate object manually however you want, and you can skew the object by center points when you are in the rotation control. This is called skewing. See, if you take a perfect square, then you will understand neatly. When you are in the pick tool, once again if you click, you will get rotation control, and in middle you will get skew option. Okay, skew, and you can do rotate however you want. So manual rotation, otherwise you can rotate in the property bar itself. Okay, again same thing for circle also, or ellipse. After that, take pick tool and the point, convert convert to curve, then you can move the points. So like in the pen, in the on the Photoshop, we see know how to use pen tool. Same concept here also. So you can adjust the curves like this. But for square, we don't get this kind of adjustment lines. Okay, but for circle, automatically it will come, because circle is already, it is in curve format. So that's why for circle it is coming like this. Suppose if you want to convert this into line, just right click on the point again, we'll be saying to line. So this will become line to line. Right click on that, to line. Right click on the point, to line. So this only becomes line. And if you want to convert this into curve, means right click again to curve, again right click to curve, you'll get the handling points. So handling arrow symbols. So you can adjust however you want to curve, and you can move however you want. We'll see more about this. We'll take complex star, or we'll take polygon. That will be more interesting. After taking polygon, increase the sides. I'll give around 17. Then take shape tool, and you can adjust like this. So this we seen by increasing the or decreasing the value, you can adjust in the star. But actually polygon only you can convert to star. Okay. After this, right click on the point to curve you do. And this point also will make it to curve. Now you adjust the points and fill with some color. So easily you can make this kind of clever things and all. And you can remove outline. So it look totally different. So I'll keep it aside. Then take complex star, take shape tool. So increase the sides if it is required. And now take shape tool. On the point, do right click to curve. Again on the point. So inside point also you have to make it curve, because if you adjust this, only this will be becomes curve. But here you'll see it's straight line. I want that also smooth, means this point also you have to make it to curve. And now both the side will get the adjustment curves, and you can make like this, and you can move this point inside. Any point you can select and you can adjust. I'll give color for this and adjust the things. So by using this also you can do a lot of things. Always remove the outline. It will look totally different. Okay. So till now we've seen how to create designs. That's it. So now we'll see how to create a browser or business card design. So first we'll see about how to create a browser design. Business card also similar to that only, but only the thing is you have to say change the size. That's it. So we are doing now A4 sheet business card size. So this object I'll unlock it. This also I'll rotate around 90 degree. Then I'll do lock it. This color whenever you want you can change, no problem. Okay. Then I'll take now rectangular tool. Then take the shape tool, press Ctrl Q. Okay. So you'll get this kind of things, and right click on that. To curve we can make it, and we can adjust like this and fill some color in that. If you want to remove the outline, and take pick tool. So that's it. And we can reduce the height or width. And this only I'll duplicate. You can do Control C, Control V, or else just for duplicate Control D. So like that, one more object will be created. So Control plus D is for duplicate. Then do mirror and flip vertical. See, always you can change the designs. So by only using these points, I'm changing a design. You can check it. Yeah. Now I'm going to reduce the width, and this only I'm going to duplicate. Control D and mirror it. See, this node point and this node point, arrange it properly. Now these two you select, plus press Control G, group it and maximize. That's it. So if you don't want this, you can delete this. Control D, again mirror. So like this you can do lots of designs. Taking shape tool, I'll press Control Q, convert to curve, Control Q. So the square dot will become black square dot will become white square dots, and double click on the line to add points. Double click on the line to add points, and double click on the point to remove points. So you can just add points like this. And always these points you can convert to curves if it is required. Select the points. See, convert to curve. In the property bar also it will be there. Just click on that. So it has been converted to curve. And next to that you'll be having cusp node, smooth node, and symmetrical node. Okay. So automatically it becomes smooth. If you click on smooth node, automatically the curves, if it is sharp, means it will become smooth. And you can adjust as if it is required. And this one I'll duplicate Control D. I'll arrange it here itself, and I'll reduce the width of this, sorry, height of this, and I'll give some other color to that. Then you can take text tool. So table and text tool will be in the same. Okay, don't think that text tool is not available, because sometime you will be enabled table, so it won't show this A symbol. Okay, then type the text wherever you want. So you can do lot of designs in this. So if you go to internet, just type as browser design, you'll get lots of browser designs. So before learning, try to create something it's available internet in the internet, like that you try to create, then you have to create your own designs. Choose a topic, based on the topic you have to create everything. Some browsers will be very simple, some browsers will be more creative. So you can see lots of browser designs in the internet. Okay. Suppose if you want to create bifold brochure, what to do? So I want to create bifold brochure. Bifold means this kind of brochure is called bifold brochure. So how to create this kind of brochures? Because if you see, the design will continue to the next page. Example, this sandal if we take, so this is actually bifold. This design is continuing to the second page. So you can't design only one page. So you have to design at the same time both the page. So what you have to do, click outside, take paper size as A3 and put it in landscape mode and divide into half. So this is half of the page and this is half of the page. So like this only you have to do design when you're doing bifold brochure. Okay. So we'll create brochure for some topic. What topic we'll choose? Okay. So I'm going to open a restaurant. So for that restaurant, I have to create a brochure. Okay. So we'll be importing images to the CorelDRAW. So that images we need no. So like this, once you open any restaurants, you'll be having your own photos. But right now I don't have any photos. So we'll download some photos from internet. So that only we can use it. Okay. Mm, let me take this photo. First you have to save the image. I'll save it in desktop and give some name. Then go to CorelDRAW, file menu, and we'll be seeing option called import. Click on import. Then select the image, give import, and place it where you like and arrange it. So now the design is not visible. So what I'll do, I'll select these designs. I'll do Control X, Control V. Now we can move this image in between that, and you can reduce the size. I'll draw one more triangle above this. Then fill any color. Press Ctrl Q after taking shape tool and adjust the points. I'll select both the point, make it to curve. So these colors always you can change whatever color you want. So this only are duplicated. And now you can type the contents whatever you want. Actually, this is now bifold browser. So based on that, so in between this content should not come. So because if we fold, the text will go off. So from this or from this side only you have to type. So here also you can keep your company logo or anything. I'll fill some color in this. So example, this part I'm going to keep my logo. So that one we'll see later. So this is my logo part. And if you want, you can add some other images also. Here or in the back side also, because bifold means four sides will be having. So this is just inside part, or you can keep this as outside also. Mm. See, like this will be having some flavors. So that one, you have to type it somewhere here. And always when you're typing some text, make sure that if it is dark color, make it as light color. If it is background is light color, make it as dark color. So always the font should be visible. And the thing is, you should always keep some simple fonts. So you should not keep some, that means some fantasy font and all you should not keep. So fantasy font when we have to keep means, suppose some important content. Example, I'll create one square boxes here, and in that I'll type as like see, for this kind of text you have to use some attractive font. And I'll give some color for that. And this circle I'll make it to yellow. And you can do rotate. See, for this kind of thing only you have to use this kind of shapes. So I'll delete this. If we go to this polygon, we'll be having some basic shapes, and this one I don't want. Go for banner shapes. In that, click on this. And this one you bring it in the top. Control X, Control V. Actually, this also you can adjust whenever you want. After pressing Control Q, you can adjust these points. So like this, whenever you want, you can adjust it. I'll remove the outline. So like this. And you can keep your company logo over here. And other than that, some if in your restaurant, if you are introducing any special things, you can type the turtle over here. See, like this we need to add more photos, and the flavors will be there. So more thing, the photo is more important, and the dishes available in your restaurant. Suppose if it's fashion design means you can use fashion things. So like this we need to arrange. And if you want to mention your phone number, address, everything, you can mention in the corner. Or one more, other than that, you can create new tab. So this design only you can do copy paste, Control C, and go here, Control V. So this is first page. In the second page, so the second page you can change the design little bit. I'll delete this. So in second page, don't keep exactly this image. So you can keep some other images. So example like this, you can put some photos. You can do copy image also. Directly you can come to CorelDRAW. Then you can do paste, Control V. Then reduce the size. So what are all the main dishes? That one you can arrange it properly. Copy image. Go to CorelDRAW, Control V, and reduce the size. Or you can make it even more smaller also, no problem. And about this dish, you can give some name, some details over here. So example, right now I'll put some random text. See, after taking text tool, I'll just draw a text box. If you do click and draw, it will make text box. Just one click if you do, you can type text as the line. So text box means you can't increase size by adjusting in the corner. So right now I'll give fill with placeholder text. So I'll copy this only. Control C. So right now I'm putting some random text. Select the text and increase the font size. And you can do justify alignment. That's it. And you can change the font if you want. But always use content means always use some normal fonts. Don't use some fantasy fonts. It won't look good. For the contents, always you have to use some normal fonts. So I'll select the text, increase the font size. And if it shows red color means uh, still some texts are there. You have to expand it. It has to show in black color. And you can give justify alignment. I'll give some other font color. And like this, you can add details about the disease. And you can add different types of images and contents. So here also same thing. So before creating any brochure, try to create which is already there in the internet. Try to create like that. Then use your own idea. Then create your own brochure design. So before that, you should have the contents and the suppose if it is related to restaurant means you should have some images of the restaurants, or if it is fashion means some product photos you should have. So like that, lot of things you should have. So like this, you can create a browser design, and in the top you can type your company name, everything, and here you can place company logo and company address and all. You can keep it somewhere here, or you can put it here also, no problem. And make sure that mobile number you have to put bigger. Mobile number is more important. So anyone has questions? Hello, today's class. So today I thought about this basic shapes in which is there inside polygon tools and shape tool. So only by using shape tool we can create all the designs which is here, and how to import image, that also I thought. So anyone has questions? Hello, any questions from today class?
No, ma'am.
Okay then, Thank you everyone. See you in the next class.